Okay, so the next principle is what we call mass transfer. Now, very simple understanding of force. Force equals mass times acceleration. In other words, the more mass in an object, usually the larger the object, and the faster it accelerates or the faster it moves, the more power you're going to have. So one of the things that people make the mistake of is they don't understand how that physics applies to striking. So for example, if I'm hitting it here like this, and I'm literally just delivering my arm, okay, so in other words, I'm pounding him with my arm, bam, bam, bam. You know what? There's only a small amount of mass that's being transferred into the target. Literally, you could cut me like a cow, okay, and that's how much mass is moving. This 1% of my arm, a little bit of my shoulder. Nothing else is moving. All right, so I want you to think of how mass works in a striking situation, what we call a truck analogy. I want you to imagine, let's say I had something heavy like a bowling ball, right? Okay, and I take the bowling ball and I heave it across the ground as fast as I possibly can. Let's say I really give it a good toss and I hit it at 15 miles an hour as that bowling ball hits the ground. All right, well, no matter how hard I throw it, it's still only going to go that fast. But I jump in the back of his truck and he hits 100 miles an hour in this big object, and as that 100 miles an hour large object is moving, I throw that bowling ball. So the bowling ball hits the ground at 115. That's a lot of power behind that bowling ball. So the truck is an analogy for your body weight, your mass. That's the real power. That's the 100 miles an hour that's going into the target. And then the bowling ball is just whatever tool or technique that I may be using in that situation. So what I want to do is I want to get the largest portion of my mass moving toward the target, accelerating as fast as I possibly can. Speed is an issue here. And then I want to deliver the secondary technique with as much force as I can. So even if I'm isolated in this area like this, again, moving just this part of my hand, I'm just moving a small amount of my mass. So it's very velocity dependent in that scenario. All right, but if I can shift over a little bit like this, all right, and I can move my weight in the opposite direction, literally just a 6 or 12-inch step like that. See how simple that is? Bah, like this. And I wait for this energy to reach its maximum peak, move like this. At the very end of that, that's when I fire the bowling ball or my fist, right? Boom, here like this. That's where I get the power from in that situation. So this is a formula that you could use for just about any type of striking. The trick is to learn how to transfer as much of my weight in the line of force, in the direction of the strike that I'm delivering, and then pick up as much of that mass transfer as we can and then deliver the weapon at the end. That's the secret of how you hit hard, even at very close range.